In the previous video, we actually added a clip to our project library. We added a title with some text, and we added some audio for our voiceover. We're going to proceed by adding some more audio to this file and continuing our project. Now, what I want to do is shortly after Crystal finishes what she said, finishes speaking, I'll go ahead and play it for you so you can kind of hear what it sounds like and what it looks like. Over here on the right in this black space, you're going to be able to see the project as it plays.
What do you think about Amy shaving her head, and what do you think that represents, you know, for her stance in the LGBT community?
I think Amy really loves her hair, so I think being able to give that up for the cause is really awesome, and it really does show that she is serious about standing up and being vocal and being visible to the community. So.
And so now that we have that clip and we heard that clip play, it's going to transition to the video. But we don't want to just hear the background noise from this movie. We want to go ahead and listen to what Amy had to say about the reason she shaved her head, because that's an important part of the whole event. The whole purpose of getting this 3-minute clip was kind of to show a little bit about breaking the silence and a little bit about why she shaved her head. So we're going to go ahead and highlight the section of the video of her interview that I conducted, and why she shaved her head. And now I already know the section of the interview, of course, because I conducted it and I've already edited this video previously. So we're going to select that section, we're going to pull it up, and again we're going to drop it. And again it's going to ask us, do we want to replace, insert, or audio only? At this point we're going to go ahead and do audio only. Again, we're going to go ahead and bring it right up next to the end of when Crystal talks. That way there's kind of a nice little smooth transition. Now, again, if you remember, what we have to do is we have to select clip adjustments, we have to select audio, and we need to reduce the ducking of the main clip so she can be heard from her interview. Now that we've done that, we have a very fluid clip here. We have Crystal talking at the beginning, and we go ahead and as it plays through, then we go into Amy McKibben talking about why she shaved her head and why that's important. Now, as you can see, we still have some space left here. What are we going to do with that? Well, I conducted an interview with Crystal where she talks about who she is, and she also talks about why it's important to stand up for the LGBT community. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that clip to the file towards the end. So we select that section, and again we drag, if I can, we drag it and we drop it on the file, again selecting insert audio only. We pull that even there, we select this and we pull this even here, and we are going to reduce ducking as always and click done. Now, we'll deal with this little end part a little bit later because I have an idea for that. But what we're going to do is we want to add a transition up here at the beginning. We're going to go ahead and add a cross dissolve here in the middle. So the break between the title slide and the actual beginning of the video isn't, I mean, you might, you know, on playback you might watch it and say, well, it's not that big of a deal, but you always want to keep in mind that adding a transition cannot hurt in this instance. So even if you don't notice it, adding it is still gonna help. Here at the end of the clip, we have her talking. Now, I think it's really cool when they're clapping, right? So that's the part we want. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to delete this section. So what my idea was is now it's created a break here in the clip because we deleted part of it. So my idea was, okay, what we'll do is we'll add a transition, right? It'll be cool. We'll add a transition. But this clapping part is really cool. I wanted to have that in there in some respect. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a title slide to this. And what we're going to do is we are going to add text. But instead of, we're going to add it here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to literally drop this on top. if we can, down here. Here it is. We're going to go ahead and we're going to drop this on top of the slide. And we're going to insert the audio only. And then we're going to delete this section. Now what we have this audio. We need to make this slide longer, of course. So we're going to come up here and we're going to adjust the clip. The clip is going to need to be probably about 9 seconds, maybe more. You're going to have to play around with the clip. I'm not really sure how long it's going to need to be. Well, definitely not 5, maybe 15. Okay, so it looks like it's probably about 12 seconds long. All right, there we go. So now we have this really cool outro.
Be a part of that group. So I do think
And I think that's really cool. To end with them cheering. So what we want to do is, of course, we don't want it to end so abruptly, so we're going to do a fade out, and we're going to do it manual. We're going to do a fade out of about 2 seconds, which means the last 2 seconds of that audio clip, it's going to slowly decrease. Now, what I did here for text was I went ahead and added something like tomorrow Amy and allies are going to take a vow of silence for the LGBT community. And I went ahead and just left that as the text. And I let that play throughout the entire clapping section. And you have a nice little audio clip from beginning to end. In these 3 videos, I tried to show you a little bit of how to... I know I was supposed to keep each of these videos to 5 minutes, and this one's about to push 10, so I apologize if I've lost your focus, but I promise I'm almost done. In these 3 videos, I just wanted to show you basically how to use iMovie, some basic functions, and I hope that you can see from these 3 videos that it's really easy to create a nice little package, and you know, as a result, you have a nice little 2-minute video here that you can insert into an article write-up, and it's a little visual element with some interviews, and it helps the short attention span of the online reader kind of